when you're with Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman at the Hall of Fame induction, and I asked, hey, how's Aaron feeling? Something weird happened, and I'm talking about Aaron Judge. Coca, this is new for me still, even 5 years into doing the show. This is what we are now. Both Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner, people who were my peers for many, many, many years. They look at me now and they smile when I talk because they give me the standard media bullcrap lines. I said, you're not on the air. I'm not going to break the news here. What's really going on with Aaron Judge? Well, it could have been worse, David. It's a flexor strain, and I think we're going to have him DH when he comes back. We're going to have to put him on the IL. He didn't want to be on the IL. We had to put him on the IL. So he's on the IL. When he comes back, he's going to have to DH for a couple weeks. We're going to have to, probably have Stanton out there in right field. And I said, wow, I promise I won't tell anybody this because I don't break news on nothing personal. Why am I saying this to you now? Because what those guys told me, Coca, they had already released to the media. It's not that I thought I was getting this big scoop because it doesn't matter because I don't want to scoop anyone. I tell you stories about things that I do and things that I feel and things that I think are going to happen. I don't need to announce Aaron Judge as a flexor strain. I don't need to announce that he's on the IL. What? First cited by Nothing Personal with David Samson podcast. Forget it. It's not what we're doing. There's no NPDS bombs. The problem with the Aaron Judge injury is this. Brian Cashman had no choice but to be on his phone the entire Hall of Fame weekend. Trade deadline's coming up in only 4 short days on the 31st, Thursday night, 6 p.m. The Yankees have a problem because they have fallen so far behind the Toronto Blue Jays, notwithstanding the fact that they made up a game yesterday. The reality is they're 6.5 games back. I will remind you again, though I don't want to keep doing this, and I don't want you to be confused, nor, please, stop adding me thinking I got the number wrong. I'm never going to give you the number with the Yankees and Blue Jays that is the standings. Yes, the standings say that the Yankees are 5.5 games back of Toronto. But you and I both know that's not true. They're 6.5 back because of the tiebreaker. So when you're 6.5 games back and you've played 105 games, you have about 57 games to make up 6.5 games. Can you make up a game every 10? Harder than you think. That means every time you go 6-4, they got to go 5-5. If you have a 5-5 10-day stretch, which teams have all the time, you're hoping for a 4-6 stretch. That's to make up one of the games. Every 10, you got to make up one. So, the Yankees need help. The question is, when do you buy? When do you sell? That's easy. We talk about that. Sometimes you can be both. What we don't often talk about is the degrees of buying. The Yankees exhibited what degrees they're looking at when they traded for Ryan McMahon this weekend. When they had Aaron Judge, who they knew was hurt. They did not give up the pieces required to get Eugenio Suarez, who is the better third base bat, the better third baseman, though McMahon is serviceable on both sides. Make no mistake. At $16 million, you better be serviceable, but he is serviceable. But the Yankees not wanting to go what you would consider to be all in as Yankee fans, when you know that Aaron Judge is now going to miss a significant period of time. And please do not listen to the rumors. Understand the facts. A flexor strain, when a pitcher has a flexor strain, they're going to get Tommy John. When a position player gets a flexor strain, you have an opportunity to do a PRP, which is just take the blood out, put the blood in, hope it helps the healing process, do a bunch of rehab, make the inflammation go away, drop some pills, get back in there. You can get the surgery during the off season. Sound familiar? Anyone? Shohei? Anyone? You can't throw, though. Aaron Judge cannot play the field. And when you sign someone the way the Yankees traded for Stanton and you decide that you're going to have his outfield skills diminish, and then something like this happens, and you realize that you've got to ramp him up immediately, put Stanton out there in right field because you know that he'll have memory muscle, and you know that he's no Raffy Devers. You know that Giancarlo Stanton will do whatever you want in order to win because that's what he wants more than anything. Once you get the money, he wanted to win before he got paid. He wants to win after he got paid. He wants to win. When he's asked to go play right field, what do you think? Hey, I'm not playing right field. I'm a DH. I haven't played right field since 2023. Give me a break. When Aaron Boone says, G, get your glove, G gets his glove. When players tell you they don't want to go on the IL, we ignored it. Don't care what you say. When you've got a flexor strain, you're going on the IL. You're not going to tempt the manager. You're not going to tempt the player. You're not going to tempt the situation. The situation where, hey, this is when Aaron Judge needs to hit. This is when Aaron Judge needs to play. You cannot tempt it, so you put the player on the IL, and that's the end of the discussion. By going on the IL, is he giving the MVP award to Cal Raleigh? No. Does it give Raleigh a chance to win the MVP award more so than he ever had? Yes. It actually made Raleigh a favorite when he hit his 41st home run. He's now, according to DraftKings, minus 130, Judges plus 100. Do you remember when the Rookie of the Year votes, the MVP votes, the series prices, everything goes up, down according to how people feel today? Well, it's hard to feel good about Aaron Judge when he's on the shelf, when you think there's a chance he will not play again this season. Because if it's true it's a flexor strain and it doesn't calm down, then you're worried. Except, no matter what, he'll come back and be a DH. Because he's not going to have the Tommy John surgery before the end of the season, or unless the Yankees get eliminated. Why would you do it? When you are the Yankees and you have not won since 2009 and you've got the pressure that none of the teams, including the Mariners who haven't won a ring, the Rays who've never won a ring, the Brewers who have not won a ring, when you have the pressure of the Yankees, you do not send Aaron Judge out to get surgery right now. Hard stop. But if Aaron Judge is DHing the entire time, how will it look for the Yankees? What will it mean? Which is why when they're making acquisitions, you say, I'm ready to add to this team, but I'm a little concerned right now because my playoff positioning is tenuous. My wild card lead has disappeared. Yes, it's true I'm still number one wild card, but it's also true that I'm a game and a half from not being in the playoffs. A game and a half.